So on the 4th of June 2020, the BBC website published an article saying that most UK citizens are struggling to sleep during lockdown. If you're one of them, this video is going to help you. Hey guys, it's Fahad here from Fit with Fahad and TFF Fitness. And today I want to talk to you about a very important subject about sleep and how to get better quality sleep. Now, yes, the precursor to this video was all about how to get better sleep during the quarantine and the lockdown, but this video is about how to get sleep full stop and how to get better sleep and indeed why you should be getting better sleep. So when we talk about sleep from the point of view of fat loss, health, from fitness, sleep is a very crucial variable when it comes to the equation of trying to burn fat, build muscle and live a healthier, more fulfilling life. There are so many elements of sleep that are important to the whole overall function of health and well-being that this video is just going to be too long if I go through all of them. So let's just dive in, really talk about how you can improve your quality of sleep at home starting from tonight. So first thing we want to talk about is sleep hygiene. And when we talk about sleep hygiene, we're not talking about having a bath and keeping clean. What we're talking about are habits and things that you should be doing around your sleep and around the ritual of your sleep. So that's the first thing. You need to ritualize your sleep. In other words, you need to have a set schedule as to when you go to sleep, when you wake up, so your body gets used to it. Your body has something called a biological clock known as a circadian rhythm, and it basically gets used to all the actions that happen. And we've evolved as a species to have this circadian rhythm revolving around daylight and nightlight hours. So when it starts to get dark, we've basically been evolved to start getting sleepy and tired for sleep. That's why we sleep at night. Now, obviously with this being the summer months, it's harder to sleep earlier, but it's still important to sort of maintain that right time of going to sleep and maintaining that schedule, okay? Second thing that we want to do is we want to make the bedroom just about sleep. If you've got loads of things going on in your bedroom, you know, you've got it as an office, you've got it as a playroom, you've got it as storage and all these other things that you're doing, it doesn't make it conducive to an environment for just sleep. So there's only really two things you want to be doing in your bedroom, and that's sleeping and a little bit of that the Barry White stuff, right?
Shake that thing,
and speaking of sex, that's a great way of winding down before sleep, unless you have some really crazy bondage sex that I don't even want to talk about. But sleep and sex are the only two things that you want to really be doing in your bedroom that will make it far more of a better environment for you to fall asleep in. The third thing is you want to reduce the amount of tech and blue light before bed. About half an hour to an hour before bed, you want to try to start eliminating things like mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and even TV. So if you've got a TV in the bedroom or you watch Netflix before you go to bed, it might be time to curtail those activities and start reading a book for half an hour to an hour before, instead of doing some breathing exercises or some meditation. If you have to be on the laptop or on the computer before bed and it's important to your work or whatever, then you can get something called blue light glasses that eliminate the blue light, and they help you eliminate the blue light rays which mimic the sun and that trick your mind into believing that it's still daylight. So try to limit technology and blue light as much as possible. The fourth thing we want to do is to try to reduce stimulants before bed. Things like caffeine, tea, coffee, Red Bull, pre-workouts, all those kind of things, they're not really going to help you get to bed. In fact, if you want to be really strict about things, don't really drink coffee after 12 o'clock or any caffeinated beverages after 12 midday. The half-life of caffeine just means that you're going to be stimulated. If you have a coffee after 12 o'clock, you're still going to have caffeine in your system when you go to bed. So if you are a heavy caffeine drinker, you can switch to non-caffeinated products after 12 o'clock and before bed. Start doing things like drinking chamomile tea or rooibos tea. That will really help you start to unwind and relax. Fifth thing is your room temperature. You want to have an optimum room temperature of between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Whatever that is in Celsius, just Google it. I'm sure Google will tell you. In fact, let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, what is 60 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
60 degrees Fahrenheit is 15.6 degrees Celsius.
So there you go, 15.6 degrees Celsius. And if you're wondering why I've got my Siri set to an Australian chick's voice, it's because my daughter did it and I kept it because I feel like I've Kylie Minogue in my pocket. The sixth thing you can do is add some white noise into your bedroom just because it helps sleep. You can put that on like an iPod or something like that that plays a little bit amount of white noise throughout the night. I'm sure there's stuff out there on YouTube and on Amazon Music and all these music services where you can find white noise. If not, just Google white noise and put it on. And then you'll find that you might be sleeping better with that in the background. Right, the seventh thing is try to eliminate alcohol. Right, yes, alcohol makes you tired, but it doesn't give you that deep sleep that you require. You can't really get into good REM sleep if you're drunk. Yeah, you fall asleep quite easily, but you don't get into that deep stage of sleep, and you wake up quite easily if you've got alcohol in your system. So yeah, avoid alcohol before bed. It's probably not the best thing anyway. So that's tip number 7. And tip number 8 is to make your room pitch black. Use blackout blinds. You know, try to eliminate lights in your room. Try to eliminate things like having technology like phones blinking, or even if you've got an alarm clock and it's a digital alarm clock, probably the best thing to do is to buy an analog alarm clock, or put a cover over the digital display, or switch it off, because the light might interrupt your sleep patterns. So that's sleep hygiene. What about nutrition and supplements? We'll talk about that now. So when it comes to nutrition, the biggest thing I would say is don't have a massive meal before bed, because you're going to be starting to digest it and it's not going to really help you get good sleep. Now here's one piece of advice and one tip I will give you that's kind of conducive to what you hear from most health and fitness circles, and it's been basically debunked as bro science anyway. It's have a meal of carbohydrates before you go to bed. I know, carbs before bed. You shouldn't have carbs after 6 o'clock, otherwise you become obese. That's not true, by the way. You can have carbs whatever time of the day you want, providing you're in a calorie deficit, you'll still burn fat. But you do want to limit your carb intake, and having carbs around your workout and at the last meal of the day will actually help you fall asleep. So if you are struggling to fall asleep, and if you do have a meal of some carbohydrates before bed, what that does is it will make you feel a bit more tired, because it will release serotonin. Serotonin is a precursor to melatonin, and you'll fall asleep faster. Now, what about some supplements you can take? Well, there's a couple of supplements I recommend to my clients who are struggling to sleep, or just generally want to get fit or lose body fat or create body transformation. And the 2 supplements that I recommend, especially around bedtime, are Magnesium Glycinate. Now, it has to be the glycinate variety, which is a little bit more expensive than the other stuff, but it's well worth getting. I sell a Magnesium Glycinate called Magnesium Relax by a company called PRP Nutrition. It's really, really good if you can get your hands on it. If you don't know where to get it from, drop me a message in the comments below and I'll sort you out. This stuff is awesome. My clients swear by it and they love it. I can't keep it on the shelves, and it's about £18, and you need about 400 to 500 milligrams of Magnesium Glycinate before bed, about half an hour before bed. Second thing is, I would definitely recommend ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic herb that is known to help with stress. And stress is a big reason why most people can't sleep. So especially within this lockdown situation we find ourselves in, one of the reasons people are struggling to get to sleep is because they're stressed out, they're worried, and they're thinking about their jobs, their money, and things like that. The whole COVID-19 situation, that's causing stress. So having something like ashwagandha, again, 500 to 600 milligrams before bed is probably ideal for you. Again, half an hour before bed, that's going to really help you. And again, just to go back to why people are struggling to sleep during the COVID situation, we spoke about stress just now, but also your routine's off whack. So exhaust yourself before you go to bed. Like during the day, most people aren't as active as they usually are. If you're working from home, you're not moving around as much, you can't get to the gym, etc. Try to do some sort of physical exercise, go for a walk, do some exercise, get tired during the day, so when you go to bed at night, you're genuinely exhausted and you have a decent night's sleep. Another thing you can do to help with your stress levels and curtail your stress levels is to practice some form of meditation, breathing exercise, or relaxation daily. You might do yoga, you might pick up a meditation book and do some meditations, or go on YouTube and type in guided meditation, or even download the app Headspace. I know that one's really, really good. My wife uses that one religiously. She loves it, our daughter loves it as well. It's a great app if you're getting started, or if you're really good at meditations anyway. So have a try with meditating, breathing exercises, and yoga. It might really help you get to sleep. And yeah, the last thing I want to talk to you about is, have a nighttime ritual of drinking maybe chamomile tea, or having a warm bath before you go to bed. Not hot, but a nice warm bath. Now, it's not the warming effect that particularly makes you tired. It's actually the cooling down after your body temperature rises that makes you nice and sleepy. So a nice warm bath before you go to bed. It's a nice way to unwind anyway, relax, do your relaxations in the bath, maybe do a little bit of meditation in the bath, might be a good thing for you, and then you can then have a really nice night's sleep. Again, make sure that you're sleeping really well for fat loss, for muscle gain, for health, for wellness, and just general all-round awesomeness. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm testing out my new lighting system today, and it's quite warm, so if I'm sweating and I'm doing all this, you know why. Hope you enjoy this video, and again, look, if you got any value from this one, please like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment below. And listen guys, this is a really important video because there are a lot of your friends out there that are struggling to sleep right now, so feel free to share a link to this video on social media. They might help them. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Take care. Sweat more, suck less, stay awesome. I'll see you soon.